What's up, boys? It's Jay Senior here with another episode of the Footy Culture Podcast. But this isn't just any other episode. This is an emergency Azzurri Serie A episode. Never been done before. It's first time. So we got a couple of the boys here. Just to the right of me, we got Mario, big Romanista in the house.
Do Winter World Cups really count anyways?
Jeez. Okay. Next to Mario, you got big Rob Damario, big Milanista, biggest in Vaughn.
Biggest in Vaughn. I got it tatted on me. Pleasure to be here.
What a loser to the right of him.
To the right of him, we got
boy.
Alex, another Milanista.
I'm Canadian though.
The second
I'm a
big-
Canadian Milanista, so
Next up, we got big Parisi, big Interista.
I've got no comment. Every team I support are going to shit right now. I've got no comment.
Got resident Serie A correspondent Chris.
I have no comment as well because, yeah, same thing.
But yeah, obviously, so today's Thursday. Probably one of the biggest shocks that we saw today. Italy lost 1-0 to North Macedonia in World Cup qualifying, knocked out of their second World Cup in a row. Is this the darkest day in Italian football history?
no. It's just a repeat of last 4 years ago.
Yeah, but now it's even worse.
It seems like we're getting
No, I
a
don't
darkest
think it
day
is.
every 4 years.
I don't think this is the darkest one because the last time we didn't make the World Cup, we just got knocked out in group stage. At least we're coming off a Euro win. It's fucking devastating, but we're Euro champs, you know?
But does that make it worse since you guys are just Euro champs?
I think it does. To be honest, yeah. Especially our team 4 years ago wasn't as good as the team that we have right now. Our team is like pretty damn good. We just won a Euro. You have maybe no striker right now, but
I have a question.
Yeah.
Would you guys rather have won the Euro and accept that we don't make the World Cup, or not win that Euro we just did and go to this World Cup?
yeah, we had a similar question. I'll take the win of the Euro and then not make the World Cup.
Me too.
I would take probably not winning the Euros.
Really?
Yeah, like how I feel right now, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But how did you feel when we won?
I felt great, but I mean, I'm gonna have to go through the month of November seeing all these beautiful flags on cars.
I know.
No Italy flags, you know.
You'll
So
see Canada flags.
I know,
Oh.
but they're not Italy flags, right? So
Just sucks that most of you guys aren't Canadian, bro. It's just
okay, easy there.
okay.
So what are your
Metaphor.
thoughts on the loss then?
Bro, I'm honestly like, I don't really, it doesn't matter to me.
Why?
No,
Why is it? I mean, I'm born in Canada. I'm Canadian, bro. It doesn't really matter to me.
Why do you follow AC Milan?
You know, parents were, my dad was a Serie A fan. So
Is he Italian?
He's
does that make
he's
you Italian
Canadian.
as well?
He's Canadian.
What's his last name?
Spatafor.
What's your last name?
Yo, why are you supposed to my government name on the YouTube, man?
They already know it.
I know. At 16.
Big
Um,
Gubby. But yeah, so you mentioned the Euro win, right? Since Italy didn't qualify right now from this North Macedonia game, was that Euro win a fluke?
No.
No, I don't think it was a fluke, but there was other teams that were more deserving and better.
No.
Yes, there was.
No, there wasn't.
I don't think so.
Italy was the best team in the
it wasn't,
tournament.
It wasn't
and-
a fluke, yeah.
Yeah, if there were the only other team that deserved it would maybe Spain.
And we beat good
that's-
teams on the way to the final.
so
It's not like
yeah.
we faced some scrubs.
We did.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, we faced
Spain was
best,
the
we beat
only
best.
game that we
Spain
didn't
outplayed
really
us for
deserve.
120
I agree.
minutes.
That's
Yeah.
the only. That's the only game that we didn't deserve in the Euro. Every other, we dominated England.
Yeah.
You can't tell me otherwise. 60. What would we have? Over 60% possession.
Yeah.
More than double their chances. Key chances, we had way more. You can't argue that we weren't good in the final.
No, we controlled that game.
And then group stage you ran through. Austria gave us a little bit of challenge, but we were still the better team. It was literally only Spain.
Yeah,
So,
we-
yes.
we were definitely the best team in that tournament. The problem is our coach still thinks that 11 is our best 11, which is not true at all.
But
It's
you
like
know-
it's like he hasn't watched 4 months of Serie A
Yeah.
soccer since. Like it's ridiculous.
I was thinking about this on the way here. Like, if you look at the lineup today, for the most part, it was the Euro team.
Yeah.
But think about the most impactful players at the Euro that really won us that tournament, and they weren't on the field today. Like, Spinazzola has been
Mhm.
done.
Yeah.
Chiesa,
Mm-hmm.
not there.
Yeah.
And Chiellini and Bonucci are both not starting.
Yeah.
Like, these are really important guys. Like, that won us that Euro and made the difference. Especially Chiesa and Spinazzola. Those are, like, our offensive creators, like, who really changed games for us.
That's very
And
true.
we didn't
But
have either of them.
the worst part about our team, that is the biggest issue. That they were actually on the field. Guys like mainly Immobile.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
I don't know why that guy's still our striker. Like
hear you.
after how many years I'm mentioning he was a coach, he knows that Immobile just does not fit in the system. He's a very direct striker.
He's captain today, too.
I know that's
Yeah,
what's
that
maybe
hurt.
worse.
That-
Dude,
as
that's
soon as I
fair
saw
enough,
that-
though. He's been there probably the longest.
Oh, you
He's
had-
been around the team the
No,
longest.
doesn't matter.
You
Doesn't
got
matter.
Jorginho,
He's not a leader.
Verratti,
That's true.
Insigne, you know?
He's not the leader. Of
The
this team.
biggest problem is not what anyone mentioned right now. That's just not it. The biggest problem, and if you guys don't agree with this, then I don't know what to tell you guys. But if you're watching this podcast, I think we can agree on one thing: is that Italy do not have a game changer. They don't.
They did.
Who?
He has an ACL.
Okay,
there.
Christopher, you're not counting people who are not there.
I'm saying
Like
they did.
if today they did not have a game changer on the field. Name one if you can name it.
It
Go.
was Macedonia's game
Zaniolo
changer.
wasn't called up.
But
That would have
that's-
been their game
We didn't
changer,
take our
straight up.
chances.
Yeah, but
that's all it was.
Against small teams, you need someone who can win those.
Pellegrini's a game
He's
changer.
not a game changer.
Yes, he is.
He
Yes,
could,
he is.
he could barely carry Roma
Okay,
to seventh.
that means you
man.
haven't watched any games besides Milan this
No,
season.
no.
Then.
Pellegrini
No, it is.
Pellegrini is
The
not a
guy's
game
coming off
changer.
a world of a free kick in the derby. You're telling me
Okay.
he doesn't deserve
Pellegrini's
any
not a
minutes
game
in
changer.
in the biggest game of Italy of the year?
Pellegrini's
besides
not a
the
game.
Euros?
To me, Pellegrini's not a game
So,
changer.
are there any game changers in this Italy squad?
There's none.
Is there one that wasn't called up?
Nah, there wasn't.
Yes.
Who?
Zaniolo.
Zaniolo's not a
He's
game
a game
changer.
changer. Yes,
no,
he
he's
is.
not.
You don't understand the way he plays. Then.
Zaniolo's not better than Berardi.
Huh?
Yes,
He's
he is.
not.
His
Zaniolo's
numbers
not
say
better than
difference.
Berardi.
Talent-wise, yes, he is.
I think
Berardi's stat
if
pads.
Zaniolo
Zaniolo is
Berardi-
a baller. The guy holds the ball.
if
He can get by
Zaniolo
2-3
if
guys at a
Zaniolo
time.
was there today,
Yeah.
he would not have done what
I
Berardi
think-
did. Berardi had a good
Berardi
game.
missed an open net. He did not
Besides-
have a good game.
Besides finishing,
He did not have a good game.
No, but besides finishing, he had a good game.
Okay, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, but he still did change the game. He was probably our best player besides.
What
the
did he
finishing part.
change? We lost.
No, he created a lot of opportunities.
But none of them went in. We had
Okay.
over 30 chances this game. Not a single one went
Yeah.
in the net.
Listen,
That's
You
what
can't
matters.
tell me the winger had the best game.
You
not at all.
you can't miss chances if you don't create them. So you have to give him credit for actually creating
You're
them
saying
first.
Berardi had the best game?
I'm not saying Berardi out of everyone had the best game, but out of our attackers, he was the only one actually creating
Our
any.
don't
offense.
think- you don't
midfield were
think he
the
was
only
the
team that
problem at
or the only players that showed up today.
If Berardi was, I mean, you can't blame someone for not finishing. I don't think so. I get for like someone like Immobile who's a goal scorer, but Berardi was creating his own chances. He wasn't getting these chances to score.
He
like,
did
from-
get many chances though.
But
he had many good
also
looks.
he was also creating all these chances by himself though.
Yeah, but okay, he created like a few that weren't bad, but he should have. His main thing, he missed the one where the goalie
Yeah.
passed it right to him. He had a whole
Yeah, that
net
was-
to aim
that
for.
was bad.
He just passed it along the ground.
That was
That
bad.
was brutal.
You know who's getting kind of under the radar? Who had a bad game? Insigne. Ever since the Euro,
Yeah, man.
he's been playing like he's playing in the MLS right now.
Yeah, he's finally.
He hasn't got there yet, so I don't know why he's playing like
level.
that.
So
Ever since that Euro, he hasn't
Even,
done
like no
nothing.
disrespect to Insigne, because I really rate him, but he's never been that like game-changing guy. Like he's a fantastic player,
Yeah,
but he's a guy who cuts in and plays laterally. Like you can't rely on that guy to like.
but he didn't even do that today.
That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
all I'm saying is like I don't ever expect Insigne to be the one to fucking, take on two guys and score the winning goal. Like, he's not gonna do that. Like
no.
So do you think that's the problem with Italian football right now?
100%.
They're not putting focus on the young players. They're not creating game changers. They're not
100%.
creating brilliant attacking
Bro,
football.
look at English football. No teams have problems scoring. Look at French football. No teams have
Yeah,
problems
but
scoring.
You know what I always say about this, man, about this Italy team? The Euros makes it different now because now we have guys who've won and are winners. But like, man, look at this squad and the best 11 you want to put out there, and we have one player who's won the Champions League, which is Jorginho. Half these guys haven't even played it in knockout games, man. Like, and maybe one or two knockout games in round of 16s and they get fucking slapped. Like, we don't have guys who are fucking winners, killers. Maybe domestically, fine. I'm talking like
technically Emerson Palmieri as well.
okay,
Okay,
sorry.
not counting that. Not counting.
But
that.
like,
I'll joke.
Brazilian.
we go to these big, like, if you look at any other serious like nation, like these guys have certified winners, like,
Yeah.
and we don't have that, man. And we get tricked because we won the Euros because it was a perfect time, right coach, right atmosphere, right players, we're in form at the right time. But overall, like, this team is
Mid.
lackluster.
yeah, man.
I
Yeah.
think the biggest issue with Italian football, it all starts with the league teams because we have so much talent, like raw talent from Italy, and yet all these teams rely on foreign talent coming into the country, causing like Italians to stunt their growth. Huge issue with Italian football, and this is like 20 years catching up to us
Yeah,
finally.
like-
2 back-to-back World Cups we can't qualify. You're telling me Italy does not have natural talent? Look at the guys like Totti, Del Piero, Pirlo. Those were world-class players. Right now, we don't have
But I
any
think
of that.
there's a
Yeah.
relationship there. I think this 8-year gap, we haven't been to a World Cup. We have also not won a Champions League. Like, it's
Yeah.
also like
Yeah.
it's a reflection of the league,
Yeah.
the state of the league too.
It's been a big downfall for Italian football lately, for sure. Last decade.
And what do you think that comes down to? The culture, the coaching?
The whole
Coaching.
federation, just the way that the league is ran. Like,
I would say it's a lot to do with the coaching, like
Yeah.
you said, because a lot of the coaches in the Serie A are dinosaurs in
Mhm.
that fact. They like
Yeah.
using their
Mhm.
older players. They like vets. They don't like using the young. Like example, Allegri. They have all this talent come from the youth academy. They don't. He doesn't use them. Like Sule, Ake, all these players doesn't use them. Uses
Took the words out of my mouth. Yeah.
all these old players that don't do anything.
And even the style of play. Mancini won the Euros because we switched our style of play.
Yeah.
Like, it's Allegri is a perfect example of someone who still hasn't adapted. Right? And it
Yeah.
works fine. It works for now. But man, moving forward, that's just to be different.
We're seeing now a lot more of the age of the player coach and how
Yeah.
the player coach kind of affects the dynamic of a team. But in Italy, it's more of a general. When you have a coach, you have a general, and you listen to your coach, and that's it. Nobody bats an eye at their coach. You look at all of the top 4 teams in the Serie A right now. Name all of their coaches. Are any of the players getting personal with their managers? No. Look at what Xavi's done with his team. Look at what Klopp has done with his team.
Pioli. Stefano Pioli is a player manager. Come on, man. Come on, man.
From what, the 50s?
Bro, what are you
Bro,
talking about? What are you talking
that
about?
team loves Pioli. Loves him.
And that's what you need in this day of football. You
It
need
is.
Well, I
player
mean,
managers.
if we want
I-
to call
I
him,
agree
if
with
we
you,
want to call him a player manager,
He's the only one then. at the
it's
top.
working.
I agree.
it's
Yeah.
there's a reason Milan's on the top. Then,
Yeah.
your players play better when they're playing confident,
Yep.
not when they feel like they're always under scrutiny. So I think that's the biggest issue in Italian football right now is the managing.
That's such a good point.
It's-
Even Mourinho's like that too.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
general.
it's,
takes okay. Yeah.
That's what it is, and it's a very old style of football.
What do you consider Spalletti? Is he like that
He's a
too?
general
Clown,
too.
man.
Yeah, he's a general too.
Yeah, he
He's a
definitely is.
clown.
Yeah.
He
I don't
really
even.
is.
I think Gasperini is too.
He is.
Oh,
man.
Gasperini is-
big time.
Who else?
You
is
can
there?
see the big like same thing happened with Gomez.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah,
you
the
know,
pop
And there's
situation, yeah.
Saudi as well. Like they
oh,
actually all
Sadi's
are.
the worst. It's a
I
great
was
point.
thinking about
Honestly,
it,
it's
yeah,
a great
Yeah, they
point.
are.
Absolute worst. Yeah.
So what's one thing Italian football needs to do to get back to the top?
They had to bring in young managers such as Italiano.
Yeah, Italiano's sick, man.
Yeah, great manager.
Nah, I don't think it's a manager problem.
It is. It is. Now that
Come on.
yeah.
We have the best manager in international football.
It's just the players giving players a
Wait,
chance.
The best.
Best manager in international
No.
football,
I
Mancini.
think so. Yeah.
What?
So
In international.
No.
Who's
Look
better?
at Spain's coach.
Okay. Okay.
He has a
Okay.
trouble.
Sorry. Let me.
Well, Spain's coach is pretty
We
good
have
too,
a
but-
top manager.
Dude,
Is that better?
Mancini's been dated for 10 years.
Okay, but he still has the
I
most.
don't
expe- he
disagree
has
with you.
so
though.
much
I'm not gonna say he's
experience.
the best. I gotta sit here and think about
Yeah,
it.
he's not. He's
I
not
think
the
he's
best.
up
He's
there.
Okay,
good.
even,
He's
even
up
if he's
there.
not the best, we
He's
have no
top five.
excuse in blaming Mancini.
Well, look at
He's-
Italy's
Well, yes, we
record
do.
before the Euros. They were on a huge winning streak.
Yes.
Mancini was good. He had his period, but
Exactly.
now it's done.
You
It's
can't
done.
say he's
Like,
bad
Today
because
wasn't-
he had success. Everyone had his
today's
back
game,
when we were
though,
winning.
Yeah, but today's game wasn't about the team playing bad.
Yes, it was.
No, I don't think so.
I
It
don't
was
think
about
this-
the
was
11
about-
that he picked.
No, the
Yes, it
11
was.
We played good. It was the finishing. It was simply came down to just not finishing the
So
ball.
why play players who can't finish? Why
I mean-
keep starting Immobile?
Yeah.
Why
I mean-
keep starting Insigne?
Those are
Why
fair
keep
questions.
starting? But why?
But I don't like. There's a certain point where if chances are being created, that means the coach did his
Yeah,
job.
but-
like you know what I
but-
mean. So I agree with you. Maybe picking Immobile is the problem. Whatever. But the team set up the way we set up, the way we played, like we could have scored like fucking 5 goals today.
But
More,
Mancini
more,
knows that
yeah.
Immobile can't do good in his system. So why does he keep starting?
Yeah,
him?
it's fair. That's
Like,
no,
why
fair.
does he-
no,
even
no,
in the
but
Euros,
that's
as good as
fair,
Italy
yeah.
did, Immobile was not
You know what?
scoring
No, 'cause
goals.
I have
So,
a- I have
so
a
would
beef
you
with-
say Mancini was the problem tonight? If you had to narrow it down to one aspect,
Yes, I would, because he selected the
you
team.
don't think so?
Completely disagree.
I don't think he was necessarily the problem. I think he was a factor in the problem. Absolutely. He picked the 11 at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But I do think our forwards were the biggest issue. Our midfield, they bossed it
Yeah,
today.
yeah,
They
for
were
sure. Yeah.
fantastic. They were creating chances. They were winning balls. They were holding the zone. You can't ask more from a midfield.
We have one of the best midfields in the world.
Absolutely.
But that's the thing. Mancini knows what our attack is about, and he knows that they can't do well in his system. So why does he? It comes back to him. Like, why does he keep playing those same players? Like, he's got to switch it up. There's guys like Pellegrini who's played left wing for Italy before and he's scored. There's guys like Zaniolo, Scamacca. Why aren't these guys playing?
Who's your front three today then? If you're the gaffer,
If I'm the gaffer, I've always said I liked a Zaniolo false 9 instead of Immobile because we don't really have a true striker yet, and we have to switch up the
He
system.
has COVID.
I think if we that's not confirmed. If we play with a false 9, Berardi on the right because he's in great form in the league, him on the right, and then on the left maybe
Raspadori?
Insigne,
this
Raspadori,
is my
right?
thing,
Like
okay? Because
he was our
really,
best player
it's really
today.
easy
Yeah.
to sit here and be like, yeah, we shouldn't have started Insigne and Immobile. It takes fucking balls to pull up in a knockout game and play Zaniolo false 9. Like,
Yeah, it does.
you know,
That's the
like, man,
problem.
like, that's a
But
big...
this-
like-
sometimes that's what you need.
This should have been
though.
experimented
Yeah.
with before.
But
I know there
imagine-
wasn't many
yes.
games to lead up
Yeah.
to that,
Yeah.
but he still should have done something. You can't just stick with what you know. You got to switch it up,
Fine.
especially with how much soccer has been played from the Euros to now.
Yeah.
He's got to switch it up, man. Like it's,
This is my opinion on this whole thing because I can't stand Immobile in the Italy jersey too. I feel you guys.
Yeah.
But this is like personally, I don't think that Raspadori, Scamacca, Zaniolo false 9. I personally don't think they're better than Immobile. I still think Immobile is unfortunately our best striker.
In the
We
city,
just
yeah.
have absolutely
see,
no
that's-
talent.
That's exactly it. In City,
We just have no off like striker. Like we have zero pool of strikers. Like
Okay.
whoever you want
But-
to take your pick at.
Yeah.
I
you-
think
you go
that's
first,
my
I'll let you
opinion.
go
Yeah,
first.
that's
Yeah,
I don't know.
your
Don't
thoughts?
you think if you throw in one of those young guys, they're hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have something
Yeah.
to prove. They're going out there not only to win your team the game, but to secure themselves a spot. Immobile knows he has this cemented spot, even if he plays like garbage. every single tournament. We won the Euro. He was carried.
Yeah,
Through
that's
all of
facts.
our
That's
what was
facts.
it, 32 games that we went unbeaten or whatever it was, 30 something games. What did he do realistically? He scored a few goals in those games. But how much of a key player was he? He
He
wasn't.
really wasn't at
The
all.
only thing I'll
He
say
wasn't.
to that then is, then this should have been started a long time ago. Like,
Absolutely.
you can't just
Should've
pull
been.
up with Skamaka today as
No,
your
you
number
can't.
9. You know,
I agree.
So yeah, that's a good point, but it's almost too late now. Which
Yeah.
is maybe that is
But that should have
Mancini's
been the
fault.
plan
Yeah,
from the
maybe
day
that
after
is
the
Mancini's
Euros
fault.
finished. That should have been
Yes.
the plan. Why is he now like, oh, now, like,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But
We were having a whole debate for a week. It was a week before the game. Oh, João Pedro or
oh, man.
Balotelli. Why are we calling up a striker now?
Yeah.
It's a week before the game. You're going to implement them into a system now?
Yeah.
And,
It's
and when
too
João
late.
Pedro came on, he played on the wing. He didn't play up top.
I just
It was too late.
What's up, guys? Jay Zinho here, and today I'm here to talk to you about Footy Fresh. What's Footy Fresh? Only the coolest air freshers around, Footy style. And we got all your favorite players. We got Cristiano Ronaldo. We've got Messi. We've got the Golden Boy Haaland. All your favorite players. You could throw it in your car. You could throw it in your backpack. Put it in your office. The fragrance is to die for. Get yours now at thefootyculture.com.
I think everyone's looking at it wrong though.
Tell us.
I think everyone's looking at this wrong.
Okay,
'Cause
tell us, Mr. Canadian.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm Canadian. I don't really care as an outsider looking in because I'm a Canadian.
Shut up, man.
No, but you guys have to look at it like this. Do you not think that Mancini knows that Immobile is shit?
No, he doesn't.
No, listen.
I don't know what he's
Listen,
thinking.
okay. You have to understand that at the end of the day, domestically, coming into the team, not looking at Italy, not looking at how he plays, he is our most talented player. He's gonna score our goals. Yes, he is.
Can I
He-
tell you why he's the most
No,
talented?
don't
say it
talk
after you
yet.
go,
Just
go,
wait.
go.
Just
Go,
shut
go,
up
go.
until I'm done. Just listen. If you're the manager and that's your go-to guy, Immobile, coming in as probably a year ago could have been Ballon d'Or, 2 years ago, whatever it was. He's our guy. He trusts that he's our guy. If he's not doing it for us as a coach, clearly you can see that Mancini trusts him and he wants him to do good, and he's gonna keep playing him until he does good. So you have to understand it's not just us looking in. It's like it's whatever him and Mancini are talking about. You don't think that Mancini's saying you're not scoring.
Mancini
I'm
thinks
just
he's-
gonna keep playing you. That's not what's
That's where
happening.
he's in the
No,
wrong.
but that's not what's happening though.
So what's
Okay.
happening? He's not
I
changing
can-
up the system
But
at
I
all.
can guarantee you that this is what's happening. Mancini's saying Immobile, like we're relying on you, and you're not doing it.
Gave him the ban today.
He's
That was a
bet-
big
He's
signal.
giving him a chance after chance
He's
after
betting-
chance.
he's
after
betting
chance.
on
He's
his
betting on
guy.
him. Exactly. That's what you guys have to understand. You can't just say, "Oh, like Mancini's taking the chance. He's gonna go out there and he's gonna finally do it today."
Okay, but if I was Mancini, I'm looking at Immobile, right? Now I'm looking at his history. Now you look at him. Dortmund did nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Sevilla did nothing. When he plays in Europe, does nothing. The only place that he does something is for Lazio and in that specific system where it's long ball to him.
Exactly. It's a very specific system where Immobile can be world class.
It's catered
Can
to
be.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
It's
Can be.
catered.
In this system or any other system, he's very average. I think he's very average.
he
to play
is,
the
but-
game. He's a very average
He
striker.
is, but that's
completely
clearly
agree.
Mancini's guy. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
he even gave
so-
him. He even has enough trust to give him the captain ban today. So that says
That
that
doesn't
speaks
justify
volumes,
his
though.
actions, though.
No, but that's not.
That's
that
maybe
doesn't-
Mancini's fault.
But that's telling you. That's telling you today that giving him the captain ban is telling you that Mancini has full trust in Immobile. He's
Well,
not
clearly
switching
he let
from
us
that.
down. That means Mancini messed up.
Is that
Like,
fault then?
Yes,
how are
Mancini
you
is
backing
definitely.
How are you backing Mancini right
No,
now?
I mean at the end of the day, it's the manager. If he trusts that guy, he trusts that guy. If the guy doesn't play good,
As
you
garbage
gonna
as garbage as Immobile has been, and it still is, I think we're putting way too much blame on just him today.
No, I know, for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't the story of Immobile fucking missing sitters. It was a lot more than that today. But this is a bigger problem, like you said. Like this should have been solved after we won the Euros. We
Yeah.
should have started implementing new strikers and
Yeah.
trying new things. Now it's too little, too late, and we're forced to stick with the guy. And
We knew the injuries we had
Yeah, that's
from
true.
months ago.
Yeah.
We knew Chiesa wasn't playing.
you know
we knew
what?
Spinazzola wasn't
Exactly.
playing. Those were our two impact players. Those were the only two that were running up and down the entire pitch for the entire Euros. Players of the tournament, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They were killer the entire tournament.
Yeah.
Until Spinazzola got hurt,
Yeah.
that guy was guaranteed the best player on the Italian
Easily.
national
For
team.
sure,
That
for sure.
Oh, he was
without a doubt.
absolutely
Made,
mental. Yeah,
You made team of the tournament, no?
yeah,
Team of the tournament, half the tournament.
Yeah.
exactly.
so we got a bun Italy talk, man. I'm over. I'm done.
Yeah.
I got one or two more questions. Why did Mancini take so long to make subs?
Because he was making subs going into extra time.
Yeah,
He
he
thought
does
they were
that all the
extra time,
time.
that's why.
He
That's why he
always
brought
does that.
Chiellini.
Is that the right mentality?
No.
No,
No,
that's
it's not.
old Italian
So
football
old school.
is
so
what
old
it
school.
is.
It's not what Italy needs right now.
No.
It's not what Italy.
against Macedonia. You're not
Well-
you're not parking the bus versus France. You're playing Macedonia.
Yeah.
Okay, but to be
Yeah,
fair
you
though,
win the game
Mancini
in
did
like
come
no
off.
time.
He was like, he looked injured.
Mancini did look hurt. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, he got a knock there. But
Tonali, I wasn't mad about because, I mean, I'm not trying to take a shot at Barella, but Barella was having kind of a bad game.
see, that's what I mean. If
he wasn't
Mancini
running
has
around.
watched any Calcio from when we last won the Euros to now, he would know that Tonali and Pellegrini, for example, are
Yeah.
two really informed players.
Yeah.
You start Pellegrini left wing,
Yeah.
you start Tonali where Barella was. We don't really need 2 sixes
Yeah.
against Macedonia. Have Verratti in the middle, bench Jorginho, start Tonali with
That's exactly what I
that's
would have
it.
done. I would have sat
That's
it.
Jorginho and played Tonali and Barella as the 8s up and down, let them go fucking
Those are
mental.
two quick changes right there. And Immobile is still on the pitch, right? And you can still move things around. Like you got to change something
But
up. You can't go
I
with the same stale team. Very stale.
I
that's
think
the
he
word.
was waiting too because there was just so many chances. Like even me, I'm sitting there like we're gonna score.
Yeah,
Like
That's what I
it's
thought.
gonna happen. Like you don't want to change it and then you stop creating chances and then things
Yeah.
get slipped. Like yeah, maybe it was a bit too late, but like fuck, even me, I'm sitting there like it's working. It's just not like we're just not
There's
getting
no
the
end
fin-
product.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
Would you guys have called up Balo?
I'm so happy you brought this up.
Okay, go. You go.
I don't even know why that guy was brought to the training camp.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, man. I think it's
Thank
a
you.
fucking disgrace, a joke. I nobody loved Balotelli more than I did.
Yeah.
Bro, why are we going back to like we were just talking about? I'd rather give Raspadori, Scamacca, Pedro. Bro, Balotelli is washed,
Yeah.
done, finished. Close the book. It's done. Like I don't want to talk about that guy anymore. I get so upset when I see his fucking
It's
name around.
again, it's
Yeah.
back to
I don't know.
Mancini.
Yeah.
It's back to Mancini. That's him being a wishful thinker. He's done that
That's
with
his whole career.
Balotelli his whole career. You look back at Inter. Back
City.
in 2010,
Yeah.
before he got sacked at Inter, Balotelli was one of his guys.
Yeah.
Then Balotelli has his whole, all the stuff that he starts doing. Brings him to City.
Yeah.
I can fix him. I can fix him. No, you can't. Then Balotelli goes back to Italy. What does he do? He starts more problems.
Yeah.
We know that he's just problems. And now Mancini brings him into a struggling side in the Italian national team that can't score for what? For a photo op?
Like it's fine that he came to a training camp because it's just a training camp, but it's just like you said. Like, what is why? Like, is it to get
Like,
media
what,
attention?
were
Is
you,
it to
were you
like?
scaring Immobile? Oh, we
Yeah,
got
I don't know,
Balo
man.
Yeah, yeah.
ready
I'd
in the
take him.
back.
I'd take him.
Would you?
I would take him.
No.
Yeah, but I would
crazy.
take him.
It's crazy.
Would you have
For-
played him?
Huh?
Would you have
Bro,
played him?
you don't have to play him. It's just having him there for a game like today. He's
Got
good.
rid of locker.
No.
What is he, a hype man?
No.
A cheerleader? What is he?
But today, when you see Immobile is playing shit, that's the guy I would want on. If we see we can't finish,
Like,
but we're
bro,
getting those opportunities,
he
I know
didn't-
for a fact Balotelli has much bigger killer instinct than anyone on this team.
Wait, how do
He's
you know
not
that?
scared.
Are you still stuck in 2012?
Bro, okay.
Like you're talking about 2012 Balotelli
Bro,
right now.
At the end of the day,
Bro,
I don't.
this is the same guy who got kicked out of Brescia camp.
Yeah.
You're telling me you want him on the
Yes.
Bro, it's not 2012
This is
anymore.
a player.
To be fair, he's in pretty good form
Wait,
in Turkey. But
this is
it's
a
okay.
player.
Bro,
Hold on,
Turkey.
listen.
Second division.
Wait.
Second division.
Yeah.
Hold on.
No,
Hold
dude,
on.
it's a
Let me
joke.
talk
It's
and
a
see if you
joke.
guys actually disagree
Okay,
with me.
okay.
I didn't know that actually. I
See if
thought
you
it was
guys
second
actually
division.
disagree
already
with me on
disagree, but
this.
let me hear it.
No, see if you guys actually disagree.
Okay.
I would like to hear people in the comments talk about this because this is serious. Okay.
Serious.
There is no one that cares about who they're playing against less than Balotelli. I don't think he cares the situation he goes on with. I don't think he cares who his teammates are. I don't think he cares how bad the team is. I don't think he cares what people think about him on the team. He's going to go out there and he's going to score. He will. He will score no matter what. It doesn't matter what form he's in. He does that on every team he played for. No matter what the situation is, people can be benching him. He always comes on and scores. He has a killer instinct.
2014 World Cup. The last 2 games of the group stage. The whole team disappeared, but he fucking disappeared. He goes into the locker room at halftime, beefs Di Rossi, beefs Chiellini, causes a fucking blow explosion.
That's who you wanted.
He didn't score in that
100%.
situation. He didn't score there.
Yeah.
I get it. I know what you're saying. Like he's a fucking cold-blooded killer. He's he's ice in his veins. But
Yeah.
man, I think that guy's
He was.
I
He
love
was.
it.
It
He
was.
was.
He
Exactly.
was
It
a
just
cold
bothers
blooded.
me that
Yeah,
it's
he's not
2022
anymore.
and we're still talking about Balotelli.
Bro,
That's what
Italy
I'm
just
saying.
have no
That's
players with like
10
no.
years ago.
They have
Go
players
watch,
with no emotion.
Go watch
man.
Germany, Italy highlights if you're so obsessed with Balotelli.
come on,
Okay,
bro.
like he's
That's what you
done.
need,
We're
bro.
done with him.
Good
okay?
memories,
Like,
eh?
But you don't think if
Yeah.
Balotelli had the chances Immobile had today, he wouldn't have finished one of them?
we will never know.
We
We don't
will
know if
never
Scamacca
know.
was there. Zaniolo. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because he wasn't there and he shouldn't have been.
I'm
so it
about
doesn't
giving
matter.
opportunities to those guys first before giving Balotelli an opportunity because those guys at least are young
Yeah.
and they haven't had the chance yet. Let's let them grow before we go fucking victory lap with Balotelli. For the
I just
ninth
don't
time.
think. I don't think it would have hurt to have him.
When
I think we
could
could've just put him
Scamacca or
in.
Zaniolo.
Yo,
There's
they-
a lot
they-
of. What I'm saying
They
is
have
there's a lot of
COVID,
people.
man. They have COVID.
Bro, you're from what sources?
Moblano.
Okay.
99%.
They had COVID, sure. Balo wasn't called up, so none of them were there. This is all hypothetical.
Yeah, it's irrelevant.
I don't think João Pedro should have been called up either. He's not. I don't think he's that good.
Yeah, Jay.
That's a bit random.
Yeah, I have
a bit
a
random.
question about that kind of. honest opinion, how do you guys feel that there's so many Brazilians on the Italy team?
Bro, I don't care.
You don't care?
No.
You
Look
don't
at
care at
France.
all.
Look at France. How do they feel they have so
Okay,
many
but
Africans?
those guys
So
are born and raised in France.
So what?
They're
Totally
French.
Joao Pedro's played in Italy for the last. He grew
These
up in
guys
Italy
are
too.
born and raised Brazilian.
Joao Pedro's been in Italy for a long time. Speaks the
Oh,
language,
maybe.
has his citizenship. He's
Okay,
fine.
but he's there because he couldn't get called up for Brazil. That's the reason. That's
Okay.
why. But so you don't care at all.
I don't care. No.
Okay.
I wouldn't word it like that. It's more that, you know, these Brazilians want to be Italian. I think that's the way you should word it.
No,
I
but
think
like,
Jorginho easily comes into Brazil.
Easily.
no, yeah, but like,
So does
Does-
Emerson.
does it bother you at all? Or you
It,
don't
absolutely,
care?
it really bothers me.
Doesn't-
Like
no.
it's ridiculous. Like you're telling me Italians aren't good enough for the Italian national team, that we have to rely on 4 Brazilians. 4 Brazilians made the pre-squad for Italy. That is ridiculous.
I think it's about intention though. Like I think it's like you said, if it's because you can't get a crack at Brazil, so now you just want to fall back to Italy, that pisses me off. That's bullshit. But in the case of Jorginho and Emerson, like these guys played in Italy most of their careers. They grew up. Like I don't know. To me, like
Yeah,
I
but
think Jorginho, just to use him as an example, he fucking bleeds Azuri. Like he loves it. Like you know, like I have no problem with him at all.
See, I do. Like if it's one, like Jorginho,
Yeah.
who's quality, okay, I could kind of live with it. But now that there's 4,
But what's
in
wrong with
4
Joao
years, what if
Pedro?
there's 8? What if the whole team is Brazilian?
But
Are
look
you
at-
okay with that? Where does it stop? Is what I'm saying.
I'm more okay with Joao Pedro than
You
I
also
am
said
with
you don't care about
Jorginho.
Italy, so
I'm more okay with
Your
Joao
opinion's
Pedro than I am with
irrelevant.
Wait,
Jorginho.
why?
Joao Pedro, if you know anything about him, you should know because you're a City A fan. You actually know, like,
Go, talk.
he's lived in Italy for like the last almost 20 years. He has an Italian wife that he's been married to for a long time.
Beefing you for no reason.
His speaks the language perfectly.
I hope
if
so.
you there's actually a bunch of interviews way before when he was much younger, saying that like he would love playing for Italy.
Does he know? Does he know the anthem?
He knows everything, bro.
singing it.
Yes.
No, I'm joking. I don't know.
No, but he speaks Italian fluently,
It doesn't
perfectly.
matter.
He's
It
lived here
doesn't
for like,
matter.
bro. He's lived.
I want to
he's-
be a professional soccer player. It doesn't mean I sign a contract
Bro,
tomorrow. It doesn't
he-
matter. It's not right. It's in my opinion, it's not right. It's not. There's
It's
no.
not, it's
It's
not.
not right.
Joao
It's not
Pedro is
right.
much more Italian than Jorginho. That's all I'm saying.
I think
And Emerson.
Comparing Brazilians.
I
here,
think
but okay.
2 is my max. Like 2 is okay. Emerson, I don't think there's a need for Emerson Palmieri. Like they have, as we said before, like they could bring in Darmian. I think he's just as good. They could have even brought up Calabria. I know he's not left back, but
Yeah.
they could have brought up Calabria.
Florenzi could play left back.
Yeah, Florenzi could have.
I don't think you can put a cap on it. I don't think
That's
you
what
can
I'm
say.
saying.
No, I know.
don't think
Yeah.
you can say I'm cool with
But
2.
I feel
Like
like
I think it's either yes or no. It's
Yeah.
either
Yeah.
they're it's
I
either they're
guess. I
on
don't
or
care.
they're not.
But
And
it-
you can't say that you aren't enjoying having Jorginho on the team.
I honestly
I mean,
doesn't.
he's the reason we're not in the World Cup.
Well, I mean technically yes because he missed
Doesn't
his
bother me.
penalties
I
and
know,
he missed
it's
his,
fine.
he also missed his penalty in the Euro.
Yeah.
he's
He
still
did.
one of
Yep,
the
yep, he
best
did.
performers, though. All like,
But
year round, though.
he is still a very quality player and
He is,
every
he
single
is.
nation would be very happy to have him in their team. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
I don't mind personally if they speak the language, if they're a part of the culture, if they brand themselves as Italian. You don't just get to come to the team like I think it was Jay that said it. You don't get to come to the team and say, "You know what? I'm going to play for Italy because I didn't make Brazil."
Exactly.
Yeah.
That- I mean,
That's
exactly
where it would bug me.
Yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
it's someone just taking a crack at the national team because they can't make another team, then
Yeah.
then that's where the issue lies.
That's true.
If their heart's in it and I'm Italian through and through, you're Italian through and through. You speak the language, you're a citizen. Half of them they're married to Italians.
Yeah.
They live in Italy. They've been playing in Italy for years. That's completely fine
Yeah.
in my opinion.
So you made good points. What Alex was saying was pure nonsense.
Alex
but-
is always saying nonsense.
What do
He's
you
not-
mean? I said the
No,
same
but
thing as you.
I'm still he did not say it.
What do you mean?
that-
Joao
he didn't
Pedro
say it.
has adopted the Italian lifestyle.
No,
What's wrong
I'm
with that?
still totally against it. I just think it's a slap in the face to Italians. Like it's basically saying that we don't have a good enough team that we have to rely on other players from other countries. Yes, I know they were basically raised, but they're not pure Italians. If you know what I don't think it's right. I want to see Italian names. I want to see Italian players. I don't want to see Brazilian guys coming on with Joao. I don't want to see like a guy with like 7 names coming on and with an Italy jersey. I just don't think that's right. That's just me though. But you bring up good points. But for me, I want to see Italians.
Yeah, that's fair. It's opinion.
I
That's
think we
that's
need
fair.
a we need a
Italian
new
national
rule.
team, right? Like
That's fair.
I think Copa America, Euro, African Cup winners all should get automatic World Cup qualifying.
I wish.
It's actually a decent point.
That's not a
man.
bad
I
idea.
wish.
It's a
I mean
decent
that they
point.
should. I mean like
I mean, if you can prove that you're the best in a certain area, you should. Just like if
Yeah.
you win the Europa League, you automatically get to play in the Champions
Yeah.
League.
Yeah.
Like that's just how that works. You get a reward for winning.
like I'm not trying to make an excuse for Italy because there's no
There is
excuse.
no excuse.
But I'm saying like there's those teams like you just come off a Euro win like I mean like Spain for example. I mean Brazil, you guys won Copa Italia and Argentina. Like it's tiring, man. Winning those cups it's not easy. It's actually like mentally draining to the team, to the squad. Like it's hard to keep winning. That's why you come off like a big win like that, where realistically Italy probably shouldn't have been there. Argument, whatever.
No,
Like,
nobody saw them going to the finals.
exactly. Like going into it, like yeah, they were a good team, maybe win, but you didn't think they were going to be that good. It's tiring to play that good all the time. Like then you go into like play bad teams, and it's like you can't keep up with that level anymore. It's hard.
Yeah, I mean, Italy, no World Cup for the next 12 years.
It hasn't sunk in yet.
Last time, here, listen to this stat. Last time they've gone through out of the group stage of the World Cup, 2006.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
You guys want to hear a crazy thing? I'll wrap it up with Italy talk. I think I cursed Italy. No, seriously.
Wow, man.
The last time Italy was in the World Cup, I was watching them in Brazil. I went to Brazil and watched them. And they won their first game against England, but I wasn't in Brazil yet. Then I landed in Brazil. I watched them against Costa Rica and Uruguay.
Tough.
They tied and lost, and then they've never been in the World Cup ever since.
Holy shit.
So you have to go back to Brazil.
I gotta do some like blood
Fine.
You
ceremony.
gotta
Wait,
do
you
something,
Brazil.
like pour one out for the homies or
Fuck,
something.
man. I don't know what I gotta do, but this is crazy, man.
Jeez.
I was 16 years old the last time they were in the World Cup. Now I gotta hope by the time I'm 28 they'll be in again.
Yo,
That's the craziest thing.
It's fucked up,
Sad.
man. It's fucked up.
sad.
Yeah.
We're gonna be in our 30s.
So what's gonna happen to Italy? Let us know, and see you guys next time. We the culture, man.